Yeah, hi there, Karen. I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass a TOEFL IBT. So let's take a look at your background. So you say, I was thinking about taking the TOEFL IBT test. I found your webpage on the internet. I took the TOEFL IBT 2 years ago, so you scored 77. You say, I am a software engineer. I had the opportunity to work with clients in the U.S.A. I also had the opportunity to work 1 year in Toronto, Canada. So I think my skills have improved since then. So you took the ITP, which is the institutional paper-based TOEFL, and you got a score of 567, which didn't satisfy me, you say. Now your goal, according to what you're saying, is you want to get a scholarship to study a master's degree, and your goal is to score 100 or higher on the IBT exam. Wow, that's a high score. You got some very high goals. Now, if your paper-based TOEFL right now is 567, that means the IBT, you're probably around 82 points out of 120. So the question here is if you did take the IBT right now, most likely you would not score 100. So I think you didn't really ask this question, but you did say this. Do you think that you can help me with the 7-step TOEFL system? The answer is yes. Maybe not immediately, but I do have a study plan that I'm going to recommend for you, which will probably give you the lessons, the practice tests, everything that you need over the next few months to solve the academic English language things that you need to solve in order to reach your goals. So to go from 82 to 100, you're probably looking at about 3 months if you're studying on a regular basis. Now, if you study here, a little bit there, but you're not consistent in your study, you will not be able to reach that goal in 90 days. Now, I got 3 basic suggestions for you in this particular video. Number 1, stay in the habit, or get in the habit if you're not doing it. Make sure you're reading on a regular basis. This is really going to help you in all parts of the exam. And guess what? You don't have to read boring TOEFL books here. You can read newspapers, magazines, books you have an interest in, things that you can learn from. Read that about every day for about 45 to 60 minutes. My second suggestion, like practicing the reading, you also want to spend about 45 to 60 minutes every day practicing listening. Again, find materials that you have an interest in. If you have TV in English, you can do a few things. You can listen to news, documentary, history, and especially science programs. This is also very important in terms of helping you develop your academic English language proficiency with your listening. Now, in either case, a lot of students don't like to do this, but you got to start somewhere. Start taking notes. I'm always telling my university students and my students in the English language program at California State University to try to get notes. Try to take down notes of the main points of what your instructors say. Why? It helps you to think better in English, and you really have to have a good set of notes if you want to score 100 on the IBT exam. So when you're doing your note taking, focus on the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. Then using your notes, you can do 2 things. You can write a summary of some of those reading and listening passages. You might do maybe 2 or 3 written summaries a week for the next 3 months. Each summary should be maybe 250 words approximately. So that's about 750 words that you're writing each week, focusing on summarizing the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. Now, using your notes, you can also orally summarize that information. That means you can look at your notes and then try to explain the reading passage, try to explain the listening passage out loud. Now, either case, you're practicing not just reading and listening, but you're now practicing your academic writing and academic speaking proficiencies, and that's going to help you for the integrated writing and integrated speaking sections of the exam. All right, so those are really my first two suggestions. I apologize, it's complicated and it's free. It costs you no money to do this, but if you do this over a few months, you will see results. I'm telling you, you will. Now, number 3. I'm going to recommend my 90-day TOEFL study guide. It has a pretty good emphasis on vocabulary building. So you want to focus really on vocabulary lesson 3, lesson number 4, number 5, and number 6. You'll see in the study guide in this email those lessons, and you want to start preparing your note cards and start studying the words in those lessons over the next few months. And also, I have many exercises. I have not just vocabulary, but pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And I also have a place online where you can post your pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice test. So I think a combination of maybe 1 hour reading practice, 1 hour listening practice, maybe 2 hours each day going through my 90-day TOEFL study guide. If you can do that, that's giving you 4 good hours of practice every day. You do that for 90 days, you will see results. The main thing is every day. It's important to be consistent in your study. So to answer your last question, I do think that my 7-step TOEFL system will help you, and you will get audio and video comments from me when you start completing my pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice test. All right, thank you.